most of them had not raised any capital. That means that most of them bootstrapped, had limited. Few of them had small Series A, and that's it. Three of them had no Series A, no seed rounds, so bootstrapped, cash flow positive companies from very beginning. Most of them have now business internationally, but still keep headquarters and main R&D center in Ukraine, and even one company have Dovgan Global, have 100% people in Ukraine, but they will tell their story. So, I suggest that Elena starts first.
Thank you. I'll get started with the presentation, or just wing it? Anyway, how do you want to do it?
Yeah, I hope that organizer will show the presentation.
Okay, who needs the presentation? Raise your hand. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So no one does. So okay, let's do it like with no presentation. It's very great to meet you, everyone. My name is Elena Flanagan-Eister, and I'm a CEO of Depositphotos. And Depositphotos is one of the fastest growing microstocks in the world. So what the company does actually, we can go to the next slide. What the company does actually, we distribute digital assets such as images, illustration, vector art, video to web designers, to marketing agencies, to publishers, advertising globally. Company started in the year 2009 and it started in Kiev, and it was very little, clearly in the garage, with 5 people. And at this point we have a little bit less than 200 employees, and like Zhenya proudly mentioned, we have our core team, research and development, is based in Kiev, and a largest portion of the company, and how do you use it? Okay, largest portion of the company is still in Kiev yet. So we have 25 million assets under the management, really proud about it. Depositphotos being, let's say at this point we already feel ourselves like, we couldn't call ourselves as a startup any longer, I guess. We raised Series A in the year 2011 from TNT Investments. I can see Igor right there in the back. Yeah, thank you. That's our amazing advisor. And company launched 2 more products under the same group. So we launched a mobile application that actually allows every smartphone user to sell images you take with your iPhone. So pretty much think about it, everyone has a smartphone, and the most performant action with your smartphone is actually you take a picture. And we know how to distribute digital assets, images, illustration, and I know clearly the fact that all images you take with your smartphone can be used in actually very interesting purposes and not go to waste. And if you were to upload it on Instagram, you certainly might get a few likes. You can upload them on Facebook and get a few likes from your friends and stuff like that. But if you're really serious and you're interested actually in making something more valuable out of your pictures, that's where we built this application for. And also recently we launched another product, but it's more like we just gave up using this very boring blog, and we decided to support Depositphotos with a new platform which is called Bird and Flight. It's an editorial platform where we work pretty much targeted for folks who are interested in tech and digital, in media and photography also. So it's not only for photographers, it's very I guess it covers various events and topics globally. It certainly has to do with the visual content, and I guess you really need to see it before. It's really tough to explain how awesome it is, just in words, simple words. That's the business model. I don't know if you guys are interested, so pretty much the way it works. A photographer comes to the platform and he uploads an image or any other type of asset, and when the sale takes place, photographer get paid royalty, and the buyer, and the platform itself pretty much get cut of a sale. Very easy. That's the platform, and we just highlighted a few media who we actually sell product to. It's packaging, it's media, it's online advertising, commercials, prints, and stuff like that. Presentations also. And just to point out the global outreach and kind of show the fact that the company, we really started like with global in mind. At this point, the United States is the largest market, but we're also pretty successful in Brazil, in Canada, in Austria, in Poland, in Italy, and many other different countries. But at this point, the company is really concentrated on targeting local markets, and we're heavily working with expanding our forces actually in Eastern Europe and South America. Here's the team, boom, here's me and founder, and a few other amazing people who actually made it all happen. And we just highlighted a few, have headquarters in New York. We have offices in Moscow, Warsaw, and Italy. And the last, that's just the contact information of the founder of Depositphotos, Sysoyev, and this is me, once again, and this is it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Quite impressive. I know that when you entered the market, there was also quite large competition. You still made the product and service. It was competitive enough, to build a global company. Now you again bring disruption to the mobile space. Can you elaborate more on how you disrupt the mobile space for microphoto stocks?
Yeah. So when we started with Depositphotos, obviously when you start and you enter the market, that you have to, risk advancing the market. You do like a really heavy research, and we really invested a lot in building the product. Building Depositphotos is very elaborate and elegant and intelligent platform. And then just working with a lot of content and being in the space, we clearly realized that paper media is dying, and a lot of people actually using tablets and devices to read. We don't read paper anymore, and for devices such as like mobile devices or tablets or even your computers, content that can be shoot with your mobile phone is actually enough to go on those media. And I'm not talking about only editorial content, such as let's say you see celebrity on the street, take a picture, obviously you can sell this picture, but I'm talking even about different sort of images. And then we thought, wow, it's pretty amazing. What if everyone can be a photographer? What if everyone can contribute? Kids in school and students in university who create like digital art, or just every one of you who is interested actually in participating and thinks that his image can sort of be some art. And I've seen amazing images that have been done with the smartphones, because there are so many tools available to do so. There are different lenses, there are filters, and it's really crazy. And you see that, I still see like a lot of people here carry the camera. I went to school for photography. I own a Nikon myself, but it's so heavy. I have it, it's brilliant, I have an amazing lens, I never ever used it. It just lies there, and actually I dropped it recently. And it's dead, my Nikon. So I only shoot with my smartphone, and then we really realized that there was a huge opportunity in that market, and we decided to build a mobile application where pretty much anyone can contribute and be a photographer. And then there are a lot of ways of leveraging this content. You can do a lot of B2B2C activities where you can work with the large brands and large, let's say, you want to work with like Litvinov, Coca-Cola, or like, I don't know, any large brand who is interested in communicating with the end users and actually use this platform as a social tool, or so selling images, it's not the clear point. There are a lot of ways of leveraging content, but for users, I think it's a great idea to merge your, very much to fulfill your creative and your spirits shooting with a smartphone.
Very good. I think those who have more questions for Elena can ask her after the panel. So round of applause for Elena. Now, Warner, you have quite an interesting story. So you have some Ukrainian roots that puts it way. You're starting company from Ukraine. Now you have offices in more than 10 countries and even 25 people here in San Francisco, but still main headquarters in Kiev. So how it all started? Tell us some stories.
How did it start? So I attended Stanford and I took Russian classes. I was also sometimes doing some side projects and so on, and outsourcing to Russians in Siberia or random location cities that I never heard of before. So then I realized people in Russia and people in Ukraine are really smart and really tech savvy. So I decided to post some job ads after I was done with Stanford, when I was working at Expedia, and find some people to help me out build a new platform. So that's how I came across my business partner, Vova. And we've been working together for 10 years now, so it's kind of interesting how everything has evolved. We first experimented with different projects in e-commerce, and then we built a social network. It became the second largest social network in Turkey. Then it got shut down by the government. We incubated startups in San Francisco and in Seattle. Then eventually we turned everything into Paymentwall, which is a payments platform. So that's what we do today. We've been doing that for the past 5 years.
I keep hearing that you're quite a big competitor of PayPal outside US. How true is that? Can you tell more about the company and the product?
I wouldn't say we're a direct competitor 100% because PayPal does e-commerce. We're mainly focused on digital goods. So we allow people to pay all over the world for digital content. Maybe in the future we might expand to e-commerce, then we would become a competitor to PayPal. But currently we're more a product that stands alone, that allows people to pay wherever they're from. If they're from Southeast Asia, Russia, China, Brazil, they can pay with Paymentwall, and that's something that most people have not been able to do before. Should I talk about something else?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So we're basically, our headquarters are here, but we have more people in Kiev than we do in San Francisco. Most of our engineering team is located in Kiev. We also have offices now pretty much everywhere. In Berlin, Amsterdam, Istanbul, Manila, Hanoi, Vietnam. Sao Paulo and Beijing are on the way. Las Vegas is another one. So we basically found different locations in the world that can help us complete each other. So we realized that customer service was not really good in Kiev because people are not really customer friendly. So we decided to move that operation to Manila, Philippines, where everybody's more friendly and more customer service focused. We recently moved to Hanoi, our mobile operations, but Kiev has been the core to our engineering team. And they're now, our team members are traveling all over the world, teaching how our technology platform works. And they're uniting everybody around technology while San Francisco unites everybody around business. So that's kind of what we do. These are our offices. This is our product. Basically, we're not just a simple payments product. We also provide additional services included in our service fee, which is customer support, fraud protection, and optimization solutions and so on. Typically, payment companies